Erupted at Carter Lake City Council meeting tonight. 6 News has been following the alleged harassment by City Councilwoman Jackie Wall towards employees. After multiple allegations of mistreatment, the city hired an outside law firm to investigate. Tonight, the city attorney says the investigation is complete. However, the public won't be privy to those findings, at least not yet. The investigation update is happening in a closed meeting tonight. Employees who made allegations requested to be part of the update tonight, but they were denied. The city attorney says possible action against Wall could happen at a special meeting or the next city council